Well, this leaves us with a question. Are price controls good? We've seen their winners and losers. So the answer is, well, it may depend. Uh, Depends on your perspective, your values, your priorities, and how many winners you think there are, and how much they win, and how many losers you think there are, and how much they lose. Let me leave you with a couple points. First, economists generally agree that price controls adversely affect many of the people that they are intended to help, and that more efficient ways may exist to achieve the desired goals. Here are two pieces of information that economists generally agree that price controls adversely affect many of the people they are intended to help. First, 93% of the economists polled agreed with the statement, quote, "A ceiling on rents reduces the quantity and quality of housing available." Now, people make jokes about economists. On the other hand, Harry Truman said he wanted to find a one-armed economist because all he said on one hand, on the other hand. But here we have a statement where 93% of the economists polled agreed that rent controls reduce quantity and quality of housing available. Reducing the quantity and quality of housing available is contrary to the goal of helping people find affordable housing. So when someone says they want to increase the availability of affordable housing by imposing rent controls, ask them how having fewer houses built and maintained and available increases availability. Second, 79%, not as high as 93, but still a pretty significant number, 4 out of 5, of the economists polled agree with this statement. Quote, "A minimum wage increases unemployment among young and unskilled workers." End quote. Increasing unemployment among unskilled workers is contrary to the goal of helping them achieve a high standard of living. Economists also tend to agree that programs more specifically aimed at the problem they are tackled. Economists also tend to agree that programs more specifically aimed at the problem they are designed to tackle may be more efficient. For example, most economists agree that the federal earned income tax credit is a better way than minimum wage to raise the standard of living for low-wage workers. The earned income tax credit affects only people with low incomes. According to the best CBO is Congressional Budget Office. According to the best Congressional Budget Office estimate, just 19% of the $31 billion increase in wages paid if minimum wage increases from $7.25 to $10.20 would accrue to families with earnings below the poverty threshold, whereas 29% would accrue to families earning more than 3 times the poverty threshold. Economists also agree that subsidies to low-income households is a better way than rent controls to help them find affordable housing. A definitive judgment of the merits of price controls requires knowledge of the size of their impact. Unfortunately, measuring the impact of a price control is difficult. Estimates of the impact of increasing minimum wage and unemployment vary widely. Similarly, the impact of rent controls and housing stock vary, and large differences exist between what happens soon after the government imposes the controls and what happens as the years pass. Therefore, one person may favor an increase in minimum wage because he believes that the impact on employment opportunities is small, while another person may oppose the increase because she believes that the impact is large.